Good morning, Belen. I'm Adrian Ponce.
And I'm Luis Gutierrez. Welcome to this edition of WBLN for Thursday, May 9th, 2019.
Today, Belen Jesuit will be going to a zoning hearing downtown in the Stephen P. Clark Center amongst the 13 Miami-Dade County Commissioners. This is a crucial meeting as it will determine whether or not Belen can begin production of the new chapel and lights for our football field. The meeting will consist of a public hearing, private hearing, and then end with the Commissioner's decision. This will give Belen and the public the opportunity to prove and demonstrate why the new additions would not negatively affect the county to the Commissioners.
Last night, juniors and their parents attended a college application and procedures meeting. The meeting was led by the college counselors. They spoke about the process applying for college and what was needed to apply. The meeting was a good intro as these juniors begin the long and complex process of applying for college.
The New York Times reports that a decade of President Trump's tax documents shows businesses lost more than $1 billion over 10 years. The Times published its report Tuesday based on figures from Trump's tax documents from 1985 through 1994. It appears Trump shows lost money year after year, reporting losses than almost any other single U.S. taxpayer. According to the report, his core businesses' losses were more than $250 million in both 1990 and 1991, more than double those of the closest taxpayers those years. The paper reports Trump's losses were so great he avoided paying income tax for 8 years. That decade, it is important to note, the New York Times information came from a variety of sources, including someone with legal access to Trump's tax returns. The paper did not obtain the actual returns. The president remains steadfast in his refusal to voluntarily release his tax return to the public. Trump is locked in a battle with House Democrats over their efforts to acquire his tax records.
President Trump doubled down on his threats to impose new tariffs on Chinese goods Wednesday during a rally in Florida. The Sunday threat kicked off a global equity sell-off that pushed markets dramatically lower this week. Stocks turned green Wednesday after White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders told reporters China had informed the administration the country wants to make a deal. But stocks then swung lower after reports that China is considering countermeasures to the U.S. tariff move. On Monday, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin and U.S. Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer confirmed higher tariffs would be possible by Friday.
By the way, you see the tariffs we're doing? Because they broke the deal. They broke the deal. So they're flying in. The vice premier tomorrow is flying in. Good man. But they broke the deal. They can't do that. So they'll be paying. If we don't make the deal, nothing wrong with taking in over $100 billion a year. $100 billion. We never did that before.
Morning, Belen. Here's your scoop for today. The fencing club will meet after school at 3:15. The National Honor Society will meet after school in the Roca Theater. Boy Scouts will meet at 7:30 in rooms D106 and D107. Now stay tuned as we bring you weather and sports after these messages.
Good morning, Belen. Here's your weather for today. So today it's going to be around 85 degrees and we're going to be seeing scattered thunderstorms throughout the day. Moving on to tonight, it's going to be around 79 degrees, but we're still going to be seeing some rain. Moving on throughout the week, it's going to be mid-80s to high 80s. Now on to sports with JP.
Thank you, Ryan. Here are your sports for today. The Belen volleyball team will be playing for state's title. If you would like to go and support our Wolverines, a bus will be leaving Belen at 2:30. Be sure to talk to Mr. Jordan if you have any other questions. The Miami Marlins play the Chicago Cubs today at 2:20. The games will be played at Chicago. The demolition of Fort Lauderdale Lockhart Stadium is also underway. The space will be used for David Beckham's Major League Soccer team. That's all sports for today.
Thank you, Joey. Remember to follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. That's all our news for today. I'm Adrian Ponce.
And I'm Luis Gutierrez. Have a wonderful day and remember, stay golden, Wolverines.